Welcome back to ServerHorse. In this video, I'm going to briefly be going over how to adjust your MOTD. Your MOTD is essentially the message that pops up before players connect to your server. So it's the display message, it's the title. In order to do this through ServerHorse, you just go over to the panel by going to panel.serverhorse.com or just clicking this icon here. Once you get to your server, you can select it and go under the configuration tab in startup parameters. If you scroll down here, you'll see server display in parentheses MOTD. So this right here is actually what it is by default. So you can just adjust this to anything you would like. If you want this to be, my server, and you can add color codes as well. So if you want it to be blue, you do and B. However, you may need a color code plugin for your MOTD for that to work. Sometimes it works by default, but just keep that in mind. So if that's not working, make sure you have a custom MOTD plugin, or you can just use that plugin and then this setting won't matter and you'll just set the MOTD with that plugin. But in this case, I'm just going to do, server craft, right? This is just an example of a server name. Now, if I just hit update startup parameters and I reboot my server, it will be adjusted. So for example, if I just hit boot and I go to the file management and then I go to the file that actually handles this, you'll notice in here, let's see if it actually updated this. As you can see here, this MOTD setting is servercraft now, right? So if I adjusted this in here, if I said servercraft, blah, 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 that would actually not adjust it. You always have to adjust this setting through the startup parameters. So there's a few settings like this, right? Like the player slots, you have to adjust through the startup parameters, and as well as block lag prevention. So this is a very useful tool. It's enabled by default, but you can always disable this. I hope this video helped you guys, and I will see you guys in the next ServerHorse video.